Hello everyone, and welcome to this modding spotlight featuring the brand new MoroRex by MoroNada. Now I say brand new because Moro has created a brand new model, new textures, I'm pretty sure new animations for his MoroRex. But if you've already been playing with this mod for a very long time, don't you worry, because you still have access to your original MoroRex as well. I'm currently on the latest version of this mod, which by the time you see this video, it'll be public and you can get this too. And as you can see, I still have my original MoroRex from before the update. That is because the brand new one is a variant. So that means you get to keep your old ones and your old stat lines and colours and everything, but you can also encounter the new one out in the wild too. And I would have to assume that the two can crossbreed. I will confirm that later once I get myself a tamed one, but I just wanted to make it clear that the brand new one is a different one, but it doesn't overwrite your existing one, so don't worry if you have any qualms or preferences or any breeding lines, you're all good. Moro has you covered. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, we've seen the old one and the mororaptor as well. I'll do some comparisons in a bit as well. To go over the taming just real quick, I'm gonna go try find a wild one first, but to go over the taming for those who are seeing this for the first time, there are 3 methods you can get yourself a MoroRex. 2 of them involves making an artificial egg, and 1 of them does involve just a good old knockout. Although I hear the knockout is actually really difficult, so, you know, that's a thing to bear in mind. But otherwise, the 2 crafting methods are using all of this, which I'll go over in a bit in more detail. You can make your own engineered eggs, and you can make them either with the various DNA of all sorts of different creatures, or just straight up with wild MoroRex DNA. So once again, Moro has you covered. Again, you have your different alternatives and options, and you can pursue the path that fits you best. But before we get into taming one, I do want to go check out a wild one. And I'd also like to say that, yeah, so I have covered MoroRex in the past, but it was one of my first ever Spotlight videos, and it was, what, a year and a half ago? So I kind of want to refresh myself, as well as anyone seeing this for the first time, refresh us and just see what it's all about, because the MoroRex has had a lot of updates over time, and I had been meaning to make an update video since and just kind of never really got round to it. So here we are. Actually, you know what? Let's use, I think Pyro would be a fun dino to fight a wild MoroRex with. There we go. Yeah, so like I said, it's been a long time, and I think it would just be good to kind of refresh ourselves and just see the latest version as opposed to my older video, which shows, you know, the older version, including any like pre-nerfs or pre-buffs or changes and adjustments, because Moro does update its mods frequently, and that does mean lots of value changes, lots of config changes, I think even new animations and abilities over time since my last video, so we get to see all of the goodness all in one go today. Finally, about time. I've been meaning to make an update video for a very long time. Now, I will add a disclaimer to say that I did spawn this MoroRex in, and the reason for that is because I did want to double check spawns, and if you were to search, it shows none are spawning, but as it turns out, if I do list dinos, hold on, and then we check from here, you can see that Moro's indomitable, well, both of them, you know, the raptors, the Rex, and the new Gen 2 Rex are, oh, well, that was 3 earlier, they are spawning. But the, oh god, Nucleus doesn't show their correct names, and therefore, because of that, it doesn't know it's spawning at all. So I just want to point out that this is a spawned-in one, but I have in the past seen MoroRexes spawn in this location, so we're not far off, is what I'm trying to say. It's a little bit scripted, but with an idea behind it. So, oh, that is a big scary guy. He's Spider-Man Carlo, that's incredible. Okay, so MoroRex, last I remember, I mean, going by the health pool right there, oh, you can't see because of the, hold on, there you go, 75k HP, that is equivalent to a giga. So what I'm gonna, oh, you can fear in Pyro, he can fear, okay, cool, awesome. Let me just quickly get some stacks. I want to try and get Malice before I get feared. That's terrifying, by the way, and Pyro getting feared by a MoroRex. Come on, Malice. Okay, let's stack up our heat and activate some ring Malice. So for those who've not seen in Pyro, that now means I'm in a massively empowered state. So basically, I think what we're looking at is like an aggressive acro versus a giga, essentially. And I just want to see, like, you know, if you were to encounter a level 100 Gen 2 MoroRex out in the wild, how screwed are you going to be? And versus my buffed out in Pyro, I would say you're in some danger, although I did spend quite a bit of that time tanking damage while trying to get my stacks up, trying to get like the maximum damage output that I can. My Empyro is not imprinted, do bear that in mind, and doesn't really have very many levels either. There you go. I did just grab one of my cool little lineup of dinos, but as you can see, it does put up quite a bit of a fight, but MoroRex is terrifying. And the fact that this here is a location that, you know, again, I have seen MoroRexes spawn around here in the grasslands, so you could encounter this in the early game or the mid game, that would be terrifying. And these guys, by the way, do camouflage. They do camouflage. Oh, great. My Mana's target is MoroRex. Well, I'm not getting that benefit anytime soon, am I? If I kill the Mana's target, it'll refresh my big, awesome, epic buff. But yeah, let's just say that's not going to happen anytime soon. Oh, you know what I think, though? Hold on. I think we can all agree this... Oh, no, hold on. Attack! We can all agree, though, that is quite a shot. Go on, go fight him. There we go. Hold on, let me fix that for you. Go on, Empyro. Yeah, you left click spam. Oh, there you go. That's right click. So, oh, that is so cool. Dude. ASA mods, dude. Like, the actual stuff that you see in this game now is wild. It's so cool. God, look at them two go. They're both so bloody. I think MoroRex is going to win this fight. Again, if my Empyro was, you know, if it was imprinted, if it had more levels, a better saddle, it would be able to stand its ground, but considering that MoroRexes, you can find them out in the wild, and it could heal from any random corpse nearby. That's the thing as well. Yeah, safe to say that you're in danger, but can we agree, though, that both of those models are absolutely stunning? The MoroRex's tail, the animations is so satisfying. Let's see. Oh, actually, was I holding Empyro back? Because it's nearly killed the Rex. What? Hold on. Let's just double check. Oh god, look at him go. Oh, they're so close. Who's gonna win? Dude. Okay, well, that's one way to start a video. I was not expecting that. Oh my god. Well. Damn. Oh, and it refreshed the simmering palace because it killed the target. That was badass. Okay, that's one way to start a video. So yeah, let's go discuss how to tame or how to make your own MoroRex, shall we? Okie dokie then, after that amazing showdown. So let's discuss then how you get yourself your own MoroRex. I'm going to go over this quite quickly because this can be quite a bit to take in, and I made that mistake before where I spent a really long time explaining it. So let me just quickly mention that everything to do with the MoroRex is unlockable level 96, which I think is the hint that, yeah, this is giga tiered, considering that's when you get like Evo Giga and Wax Spino and Karaka and, you know, so yeah, giga tiered. And as you can see, lots of many engrams, but this will all make sense in just a moment. You want to start off with the engineering station. This is your crafting station to make everything else. And via the engineering station, you can make yourself the power cells, which is basically the gasoline, the way that you power the other structures, and thus make the other structures. There is 5 total structures, although only these 4 that you need for the actual production of an egg, plus the Lockwood's Trike Skull Monument, which is just really cool, and you can also make it display a dead indoraptor or a mororaptor, yeah, technically, which is, you know, which just looks really, really cool. So, once you've made all of your structures and you have your power cells, step 1, you're going to need to get some apex items from various creatures. We are talking things like alpha raptors, things like alpha carnos, rexes. I did have a bunch of rex teeth, or arms, there you go, and teeth, there you go. God, this is heavy, give me a second. So grab all of those. Therizinos count as well, because, you know, Therizinos are another big, cool, epic creature. And then if you can also use the apex items from, say, MoroRexes and mororaptors. Although, to make the Rex, you want to use the Rex parts, obviously. And you chuck all of those into the DNA extractor, which you can go ahead and just stuff everything in with the power cell to activate it, and that's going to automatically convert all of these into their various types of petri dishes. Basically, as you can see, it's just extracted all the DNA from all the various creatures that you have killed. And this is something that you can just collect and prepare for over time in your adventures. So now that we have all these very petri dishes, next up is the DNA synthesizer. Now, you have two options. We're looking at Rexes only, so don't worry about the mororaptor. Looking at MoroRexes, you've got two options. Either I can convert the various petri dishes into the pure DNA vials of their associated type. For a raptor, you need 75, for a Rex, 75, and for a Therizino, 75. So basically 75 of everything minus a giga, you'll need less of that, which makes sense because they're big and scary. Or, alternatively, if you manage to kill some wild MoroRexes, then you can also just convert that into pure DNA vials. And I think that is at about, what, probably 4 ribs? So 4 apex items, 4 MoroRex kills to create the appropriate DNA vial, I believe. There we go, we've got a whole bunch more petri dishes. We're just going to grab all of that. I'm not going to make everything, we don't need to, as I am just demonstrating it. Giving you a bit of a crash course. We're going to turn this on, and as you can see, we now have enough to make a MoroRex DNA vial. So we are currently pursuing probably the harder alternative to engineering some eggs, because it would be easier to kill like all the other apex creatures, but hey, I have the MoroRex petri dishes and the vial. That works nicely. And then next up, we're going to go to the DNA sequencer. And again, you've got to power everything with your power cells. You're going to turn that on. And now you have the option, as you can see, you've got 2 MoroRex genomes. Whether you want the Gen 1 original MoroRex or the brand new Gen 2, it's the same genome. The only difference between these two is that this one requires all the other apex creatures, and this one requires just a single pure MoroRex DNA vial. So now we're going to make the MoroRex Genome 2. And as you can see, that's going to take a hot minute. And our DNA sequencer has produced, there you go, 1 MoroRex genome. And from within the DNA sequencer, we can go into eggs. And now, as we can see, we have the genetically engineered MoroRex Egg. And here is the brand new Gen 2 MoroRex Egg. Requires a fertilized Rex egg and your 1 genome. Can confirm this does work with Evo Rexes, as you can see right there. So, now we have our brand new egg. Now, you fertilize the eggs differently. First of all, they have no timers. Second of all you have to do is stick it into this, the GMH incubator. Gonna chuck it in here. We're gonna select it, and we need to power it. That's important. You gotta power all these things. Hold on a second. There you go. Bring that over. That would explain why there's 2 slots. And it will immediately incubate and immediately hatch it for you. And Moro did point out that there is a brand new hatching animation. It'll probably help if I actually select it and hit hatch. Yeah, don't just turn it on. Select it and hatch it. So yeah, he did tell me this is a new animation. Oh, look at the little baby! Oh, that's awesome. Isn't that just really, really cool? Oh, it's cute! Oh god, hello. And we've got a 177, awesome, and it's the same Spider-Man colour. That's gotta be a coincidence. That has to be a coincidence, there's no way. Cool, okay, so there is our brand new Gen 2 MoroRex. Now, in regards to the levels, 177, I actually got really unlucky. So there is a bit of RNG, but as you can see, it'll always be a higher level than your server max. Basically, Moro has gone through the liberties of doing like a whole bunch of math and explaining it very, very well, but the way I'm going to summarize it is basically the maximum egg that you can randomly generate is the equivalent of a max level perfect tame on your server. So in my case, I run a 150 server, maximum level 150. If I have to perfect tame a 150 Rex, it would come out to about level 224. The maximum egg I can obtain is 225. Anywhere between like 170, maybe even 165, all the way up to 225. So that is all to say, I got really unlucky. But hey, it's still above max. Right, oh, you are beautiful. And you're actually quite big for a baby. Now, I'm going to assume that they're carnivores. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to assume that they're carnivores, I mean, obviously. And probably imprint like any other giga would, so probably going to be like a very long maturation. I do have my maturation rates quite buffed, but yeah, it's probably giga equivalent. One thing I forgot to mention in regards to the whole, you know, acquisition process, taming a very own MoroRex, is that, yeah, you can knock them out in the wild. That is a thing. It's supposed to be very difficult. I'm not sure what exactly that entails. Maybe I'll try it someday. But you can knock them out. But also, if for whatever reason you're just having a hard time getting the apex items, say you can't find, like, I don't know, say you can't find something and you're struggling, Moro has changed the admin panel. If you hold R, while not mounted, if you're just on foot, you hold R, there is now this Moro's admin panels, and you can see, like, for all the mods of his I have installed right now, Moro's indomitable duo, you can now access this, probably if you're an admin, I assume, and you can just spawn the items in. So this is just really lovely. Like, this is such a nice, cool engram paths. Ooh, yeah, this is such a, like, a really nice, cool, convenient way of doing things. Like, Moro's an absolute G-man. He's amazing at this kind of stuff. You can spawn them in, change, like, all of their like spawn rates and such, and just a whole gajillion things. But like I said, also spawn items, say you're struggling to find, like, you just want the ribs, there you go. And I just now have 8 of them from clicking that rapidly, which is really awesome and convenient. Right then, we now have our new fully matured and fully imprinted MoroRex, and we can also do a little before and after of the old version and the new version. So I did think that the new version was smaller. Turns out it's still a unit, it's still very large, it can't fit through regular gateways, so it's still pretty large, but wow, it does look so much smaller compared to the original one. It's so much more svelte, which is very fitting because, you know, its source material, cough cough, was, you know, it wasn't a bulky creature, it was also, you know, quite thin. And I think Moro's done a really good job of capturing that. The texture quality is beautiful. The old one looks quite... I can't think of the right word for it. It's like all the cavities, the lines in between all the scales are very enhanced, as you can see. So it makes it look almost like a mosaic, actually. Whereas this one, yeah, this one's much better scale quality. In fact, yeah, both in terms of the sculpt and in terms of the textures, he's done fantastic. You can really see just how much Moro has improved over the years, which is crazy considering that, you know, he already started really well and he just got better. God, you are beautiful. It's a really gorgeous model. I think also just seeing the idle animation as well is another testament to improvement. Some might say that the old one looks more alive, but I think that breathing animation is very repetitive, whereas the left one, the new one, just feels more calm, almost more focused, more determined, and it just feels more natural. Ah, damn, this is beautiful. He's done a really, really good job of this. Oh, and I should mention, so I know people are going to ask, no saddles. This does not have any saddles. In fact, I do believe it's got natural armor, and I can't mount you. I'll fix it in a moment. Yeah, it's got no armor, no saddle. Yeah, I do believe it's got natural armor, but no saddles. And personally, I know people want to see saddles on this, and I respect it. How would you saddle a MoroRex? Because I feel like just slapping on a little leather seat is gonna look really weird. How would you do this guy? Whereas, giving it all sorts of like big crazy armor, it's gonna really obscure it, it's gonna hide it, so I don't know, I'm curious. People say that they want a saddle for this guy. How would you design a saddle? I think it's like, how would you do it where it feels fitting? It doesn't feel like a slapped on leather seat, but it still respects the creature, makes it look, you know, badass. How would you do that? I'm not personally sure, actually. Now then, let's go take the gorgeous... Oh! Let's go take the gorgeous boy out for a spin. Yeah, so that's a new thing, or at least it's new to me. Turns out, if you're sprinting, bro will just fucking push things away, and I forgot about that. I was not expecting that Pteranodon to just go yeeting. But yeah, that's a really cool thing though. Hold on, let's just demonstrate it again. Ah, it's a Pachyrhino right there. Just do like a big old U-turn, and I'm sprinting, no buttons, just running, and he will just slam things so I can get the fuck out of my way. I'm having too much fun today. Oh my god. Oh, hold on. Let's try that again. Whee! I don't know, that's really funny to me. Okay, I'm sorry. It's not that funny. It just is to me. God, it's beautiful. Right then, so Animation-wise, yeah, really nice. As like I said earlier during the Empyro MoroRex fight, the tail especially is just so satisfying. It's just nice. It's really clean. I'm not actually sure if all the attacks are... I mean, I have to assume that everything is reanimated from the ground up, because since it's got such drastically different proportions, technically you could retarget the old MoroRex animations to the new one, but I just don't think it would... You'd have to fix so much. I'm gonna assume that Moro's just redone everything from scratch, which is crazy given the sheer number of abilities these guys have. Why is there a random tame Triceratops? Bro. Okay, yeah, so speaking of abilities, you're gonna have to bear with me here. I don't have time to practice, and Moro always, he cooks. He always has so many abilities for his creatures. I'm gonna miss a lot, so bear with me. As always, from now on, any mistakes I make in my videos, I'll have in my catalogue, and I'll have it all like in, you know, new proper detail. So first of all, bite. He's got a bite attack. Right click. Ooh. Is a headbutt. We got C. Ooh. Is a really cool roar. I love that crunch at the end. And it's got a decent cooldown actually. Try again. Oh my god, that is such a loud animation. That's crazy. Sorry, not loud, long. That was such a long animation and sound. A fun fact, I don't really know much about sound engineering at all, but I do know that Mordekaiser, who is the best at sounds in the ARK community, if he says that doing like a long sound animation, like syncing it to an animation, a long sound file is hard, you better believe it. And I remember him saying yesterday that, yeah, no, trying to sync all that together was a big challenge. That is such a long, but really cool. God damn, that is long and really cool, but that must have been so difficult for him to do. Both of them, to be honest, the animation as well. Right, let's just hit buttons. Control. Crouch. Cool. And you can move while crouching. Does it take you out? Oh, I think it does actually. Yeah, because I'm just out of it entirely. So I'm gonna assume that a crouch, like either Giga, is probably for the purpose of the tech cave. And it doesn't appear to be like a thing on the bars either, so that is just a stance. Oh, that is cool though. He's power stancing. Can you like attack? Yes. And right click headbutt? Yes. And he remains in crouch, but if you start moving, then he exits out of it. No, he stays in it. And backwards. Can he? He can strafe. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Oh, that's cool. Dude, what a menacing guy. I think it's when you sprint. No, he's still crouched. Oh! Okay, I didn't even mean for that. Okay, so you can roar while crouching, and maybe coincidence, maybe not, but the Triceratops is buffed. So it's like a Uteranus courage roar, and we've already seen earlier that it also has a Uteranus fear roar. Awesome, okay. Let's see then. We also, let's just hit X. Oh, X is the claw swipe. Does it change if I'm crouched down? We'll try again. Ooh, very different sound. And okay, yeah, so it's just a claw swipe into different stances. Oh no, the abilities. Where are the abilities? Help me, Moro. Show side control. He has buttons. See, this guy, dude, he's just a wizard. There you go. That would have been helpful earlier if I actually activated it earlier. He is a wizard when it comes to the stuff. I know I'm glazing him quite hard at the moment, but it is really impressive what he does. Okay, so there you go then. So if I hold a bite, then I get the snap bite. Oh, hold on. Try that again. Oh. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm probably just gonna miss a bunch of these, not gonna lie. Holding right click is thermal vision, which doesn't seem to be occurring. I'm holding it for a while. Oh, you're gonna have to hold it for an actual while. Okay, cool. So that is a thing then. And then, okay, yeah. So you basically just hold it until it does the thing. Let's click. Yeah. So don't worry about timing. You don't have to let go at a certain point. Just hold it until it does the thing. Nice and easy, honestly. Very straightforward. Let's see. Stomp is spacebar. Ooh. Bit of a weird sync on that sound. Hold on. Oh, it's got a big cooldown. Okay, well, it looks cool. Let's see. Hold spacebar to double stomp. Oh, that's so cool. This guy's so big and aggressive. Crouch, rest. Oh, hold right control. Okay. Okay, yeah, it looks like the abilities on the right-hand side are just a little bit incorrect, at least in regards to my binds. I've not changed any key binds. There's a bit of a desync there. I'm sure that'll be addressed, though. I can grab things with R. Can I grab a Kano? Hey. Oh, or I can just do... Okay, if you want to grab things... Hold on. Ah, there you go. So you just tap it. You just tap it. Just don't sprint into the creature that you want to grab, okay? If you sprint into it, you're going to just throw it away. It's adorable. I like how it just one-hands it. Yeah. And this guy's so cool. And there is also a brand new thing, by the way. I'm leaving this for last. And that is the new camouflage. We're going to hold X. Okay, so this is one of the craziest things about the new camouflage. Which... yeah, there you go. Okay, it's a little bit funny on my end. Okay, whenever Moro demonstrated this, it looked a lot better. So maybe it's a graphical issue on my end. I'm not entirely sure. He will see this, so I'm sure he'll be able to address or explain it. But as you can see, though, it's dynamically changing. It's dynamic, and that's wild. Oh, you are pure albino. Hello. But yeah, this dynamically updates. And that's freaking crazy. And it's client side. So if you're on a server like I am right now, if someone else is standing on the opposite side, it's gonna look different for them. And that's crazy. Does it use stamina? Does it use like anything? I don't think it does actually. So now if I go into here, yeah, there you go. So yeah, like I said, when he demonstrated it, it was very translucent. So there were parts that were just, it was very convincing. I'll admit, it doesn't look the greatest on my end. It's still very impressive technology. But when he demonstrated it, it did look much, well, better. Yeah, okay, I'm inclined to think there might be a bit of an issue on my end. But trust me, it was really, really impressive. And would be frankly terrifying to see out in the wild. I was kind of hoping that the wild one I spawned in earlier to fight with, I was hoping that would be stealthed, but it wasn't in the end. But isn't that just the coolest thing though? That is actually wild. And I have to imagine that when you actually are out in the wild and with it having its full translucency as it's supposed to have, you probably would have a hard time spotting these guys, like, not gonna lie. Oh, that's cool. He's blue and now he's white. That's just so cool. Oh, that swim animation. Oh my god, he tilts. That has to be the most natural looking swim animation I've seen of any creature mod. Oh my god, that is so smooth. Now, it is slow, and to be fair, that's probably why it looks so good. It just feels very natural, and I don't think something like this would swim very quickly. It is the benefit of being slower, is that it lets like all of these tilting and animations and such really kick in and just shine. But wow, that is so nice. Oh my god. Whee! What an absolutely beautiful creature. Do bear in mind it's got a very low oxygen. You can easily drown these guys. So yeah, be careful. But you can fight though. You can fight, or at least you can bite a lot. That's really cool. Whee! Oh, that is beautiful. Oh my god. Pro tip for everyone. Do not level a MoroRex in the tech cave. It is loud. I will turn that down for you. Okay, I know it's a bit cliche, I've been doing this a lot lately, but I just feel like that doing the tech cave is a really great way to test creatures, and with all the MoroRex's various abilities, it feels like the best way to test it, right? So I give it a go. Okay, so he can't fit by default, but if I were to crouch... Oh, you still can't fit! Oh! Oh, I'll be damned. I was absolutely convinced. Oh, I'm glad I tested it then. I was absolutely convinced that the crouch would allow you to fit through. Oh, okay then. Well, let's just be a little bit cheeky then, I guessed. Ghost. There you go. Just a little bit of cheekiness. It'd be such a tease to, like, be here and then not do it. There you go. And we're just gonna come right in. Am I still camouflaging? If I just stop? Yep, I'm still camouflaging. So first of all then, will the other creatures see me? Hello, Rex. Yeah, it definitely can see me. That, by the way, oh, bloody hell, 1,000 damage. Jesus. Okay, so yeah, I should have done this on alpha, shouldn't I? Right, so this is, of course, imprinted. I've just chucked in a lot of levels into melee. No saddle, better than mine. It just has its natural armor. In fact, hold on. Show buffs? Huh. Okay, I don't show any natural armor. Fair enough, then. Right. Let's go ahead, then. Oh, right! I could just sprint through! Hold on. Can I just sprint all the way down? No, it does so much damage. What if I just keep on sprinting? Does it keep on queuing it? No, it doesn't. Okay, so you have to be actively moving in order for that to work. Oh, I'm feared. Oh, okay, I'm feared, but I can still use my double stomp and my stomp ability. Can I do anything else? No, I'm currently stuck. Right, so it is susceptible to fears, but it can still use some abilities. So be careful, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. It's very susceptible to bleed. Makes sense. That is so many UTs. What the hell? No wonder why I got instantly feared. God, the stomps though, the damage, but I am definitely suffering. However, it does have a lie down animation. I can just lie down and heal for a bit, but I'm not sure how much healing will actually do. If that's really what I want to do in the middle of the tech cave. But I can sprint and do that. That's so funny to me. Some right clicks. Okay, so I guess this won't be the best. This won't be the best demonstration, because if I'm susceptible to fear, then I can't show every ability, you know, quite as effectively, can I? But I can at least still. Hold on. If I was to just, oh right, because I ghosted, I can't mount it again. Oh, bugger. Ah, that screws up a little bit. For some reason, if I ghost, I can't mount it, even though I disable it afterwards. Ow, bum. Oh, this is really interesting. Okay, I just spawned in a new one just for the sake of, you know, still playing with it and finishing the test. But I just noticed that this brand new one has natural armor, but the other one didn't. May need to report that one to Moro then, but also I did forget to check one very cool thing. There is also the brand new skeleton costume. There we go. First of all, just kill this megalosaur real quick. Yeah, in addition to, you know, making the entire creature, Moro has made an entire skeleton costume. Look at this thing. This is so detailed. Like, he's done everything, and it's just beautiful. I feel like I'm gonna get flack for saying this. I feel like it's anatomically correct, but there's probably like some science I'm missing here, because I'm no expert. I play games. I play games and I draw things. I'm not an expert. But I feel that's pretty damn anatomically accurate. If not, that just looks sick. That is so, so cool. And again, that could not have been easier to have made. Right then. Oh, that looks so cool. And also, can I just see what the colors were anyway? Oh, he's so crazy looking. What a beautiful, strange, punk looking creature. Hold on, check that back on. There you go. Okay, so let's go then. Whee! It did feel like I was taking a lot of damage. That is an alpha rex in the tech cave. That ain't supposed to happen. Now I'm getting owned by the alpha buffed creatures. Oh dear God, there's another one. There's two alpha. Oh no, that's not right. Okay, something's. Jeez. This has been quite the video today, hasn't it? That is another alpha rex. Oh dear. Oh, hello. Well, at least now I can like see things clearly. Okay, well, we fight, I guess. We bull. And hopefully don't annoy the other alpha rex right over there. This guy's probably being alpha buffed as well. Do a bit of a right click headbutt, which knocks back the alpha. Oh my God. The headbutt knocks back the alpha? Oh, it did at least that one time. It does! Oh my God! We're gonna be careful that I don't knock into that one over there. I can knock that one off the cliff! Okay, that's gonna be fun if I can kill this one. Big old stompy attack. Let's do a good old claw swipe. I'm gonna really lower the volume for you guys, because my God, this is loud. It bleeds? Claw swipe bleeds the alpha? Great! Considering it's not supposed to be in here in the first place. Another good old knockback. Gonna do a big old double stomp if it's... Oh, it's on cooldown. Hold on. There you go, double stomp. Whee! Man, this guy is so cool, but, you know, reasonably, the 195 Alpha Rex is kind of wrecking me just a little bit, so I might not win this fight. which, you know, valid, makes sense, all things considered. And my other guy is all the way up there, so I'm kind of like, you know, not really able to get it. Can I roll you away? Can I fear roll you? Oh! Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Okay, well, okay, I'm not sure, because the MoroRex couldn't fit in the tech cave in the first place, I'm not sure you want to take one in here, just saying. But, you know, if you did, you'd have an entertaining time, that's for sure. Oh god, no. Okay. I've got a lot of gear on me, man, I don't want to lose it. Even in my cheaty state. Okay, well, clearly, that didn't go as planned. Okay, now I'm just saying, if I had 2 Gen 2 Rexes, that would have gone a lot smoother. You know, there is that to bear in mind. But otherwise, I do want to quickly find out. Oh, I need to get a female one, hold on. So first things first, they do not always spawn as female, you do get random genders, and I'm specifying that because of course the source material, they're technically all females, aren't they? In this case, you can actually get different genders, and can they crossbreed different variants is the big question. Yes, they can. There you go then, friends. So if you already have like a really good stat line with your original MoroRex, you can update it to the new one. Which, by the way, I love how the females do have the grey colour schemes. That is... Oh, she is terrifying. Oh, the eyes. Oh, you are beautiful. Yeah, so they can crossbreed, so you don't lose anything whatsoever. And if for whatever reason you prefer the older model, maybe you like it bulkier, that's perfectly fine. You get to enjoy that as well. Damn, that looks good. Alright then. I think that is everything. Yeah, that was that was very interesting, wasn't it? My god, what a beautiful thing. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed it. And thank you, Moro, very much for the access to this, by the way. Got to record this while CurseForge were, you know, taking their time a little bit with approving it. So thank you so much for that. And yeah, this is absolutely stellar. Really exciting. And this is free, by the way. Just going to remind everyone. I know Moro does quite a few freemium mods. This one is free. So you can just jump on and play with it whenever you want. Though I do think it should be premium, in my personal opinion. It's really good quality. It probably wouldn't be allowed to. I digress. It's great. Okay, thank you so much. Take care. And I'll see you all again next time. Cheers.